tables leave town before the sun can rise. Whiskey burns where my soul once was, and I don't apologize. My boots drag ghosts behind me, dusting memories on my trail. The law don't catch what it can't cage, and love just tends to fail. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, a little wild-eyed, got a fire in my blood and a hitch in my stride. They say I'm lost, but I know my way through back road nights and Judgment Day. I talk to shadows, I laugh at the pain. I'm a little crazy, but I ain't ashamed. I kissed a preacher's daughter, then vanished in the storm. Left a trail of smoldering silence where my touch was warm. I've danced with loaded devils, I've prayed with broken men. And if I crash in style, just to rise again. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, a little unchained, like a howl in the wind no walls can contain. I bleed in verses, I ride alone with a haunted heart carved out of stone. If heaven won't take me, then hell might try. I'm a little crazy, but I'm still alive. Where the thunder speaks my name, and love, well, it don't linger here, just smoke rings and a silent tear. Yeah, I'm a little crazy, and that's alright. I was built for storms, not candlelight. I'll tip my hat to those I've wronged, sing one last whistled outlaw song. You call it madness, I call it me. I'm a little crazy and always free. I'll carry my cross. I was born with the blood of a storm in my veins, raised by the thunder and the railroad chains. Mama cried verses while Daddy drank sin, and the preacher said hell always lets you back in. My boots hit the dirt with the weight of regret. Each mile of memory I'd rather forget. But the road keeps winding through sorrow and loss, and I bear it in silence. I'll carry my cross. I'll carry my cross through the valley of bones, where the silence cuts deeper than sticks and stones. No angels, no choir, no coin for the cost, just me and my shadow. I'll carry my cross. I buried my brother on the edge of a creek, where the willows weep and the lost ones speak. He wore his pride like a badge on his chest, but pride turns to ash when a man's laid to rest. Now the devil walks close with a crooked grin, trading old secrets for bottles of sin. I don't beg for mercy, don't plead to be tossed. I'll walk straight through fire, I'll carry my cross. I'll carry my cross through the dust and the flame, through ghost towns that whisper my sorrow and name. No blessings, no guide, no savior embossed, but I won't lay it down. I'll carry my cross. The stars don't shine for the damned and the done, and justice don't come with a badge or a gun. But I've made my peace with the weight I've earned. Let the wheels keep turning, let the bridges burn. There's a hill in the distance I've yet to climb, with a grave and a song and a mark of time. I'll lay down my sins where the vultures emboss, and carve my name in the stone. I'll carry my cross. I'll carry my cross to the end of the line, through blood and the rust, through whiskey and time, with no one behind and nothing to gloss. Let the winds write my story. I'll carry my cross. So pour one for the lost and the soul's double-crossed. I ain't looking for heaven, I'll carry my cross.
You thought I'd fold, thought I'd fade, but I'm the bomb that don't obey. Built from rust, hate and scars. Now I'm burning like 1,000 stars. I don't bend, I detonate. Cross that line and seal your fate. Tried to break me, too damn late. I'm a storm you can't sedate. I held the line, bit my tongue. Now that silence weighs a ton. I was calm, I was nice. Now I'm colder than a block of ice. I don't bend, I detonate. Cross that line and seal your fate. Tried to break me, too damn late. I'm a storm you can't sedate. I'm the backlash, I'm the blast, I'm the shadow that's gonna last. Strike the match, watch me glow. Ain't no running from what you sow. I don't bend, I detonate. Cross that line and seal your fate. Seal your fate. Tried to break me, too damn late, too damn late. I'm a storm you can't sedate. So raise your voice, or raise your shield. This battleground won't ever yield. I ain't here to tolerate
like smoke rolls out past the pines and the busted coals. Mama said, boy, you got fire in your veins. Daddy just grinned, whispering chains. I don't take knees, I don't beg for grace. I wear my scars like a loaded case. A heart like flint, a soul like steel. I don't bow down, I break the wheel. I don't bend, I detonate. A fuse lit long by the hands of fate. I ain't no saint, I ain't your son. I'm the hammer falling, the smoking gun. If you cross me, don't be late. I don't bend, I detonate. Whiskey eyes and blood red skies. I walk with ghosts, no preacher denies. Boots worn down on the devil's stone, but I ride like sin, cold to the bone. I've seen good men break, I watched them crawl. I'd rather burn than beg it all. No white flag, no backward glance, just a one-way path and a loaded stance. I don't bend, I detonate. A fuse lit long by the hands of fate. I ain't no saint, I ain't your son. I'm the hammer falling, the smoking gun. If you cross me, don't be late. I don't bend, I detonate. Steel winds howl and the thunder moans, but I ain't carved from breakable bones. They built their walls, I burned them down and wore the ash like a blackthorn crown. You can pray to heaven, you can curse my name, but if I don't care who fans the flame, I don't bend, I detonate. Wrath in boots at the reaper's gate. The shadows howl, a reckoning sound. The kind of man you don't turn around. If you test me, seal your fate. I don't bend, I detonate. So light the match and seal your tomb. I'll be the storm, I'll be the boom. I don't break, I don't hesitate. I don't bend, I detonate. I woke with a taste of blood on my tongue, whiskey on breath and a loaded gun. The lawman's dead where the red dust blows, but the devil knows what the devil sows. My boots leave fire where the shadows crawl. I ain't running, I just answer the call. With a soul stitched tight by sin and flame, I ride with ghosts that don't need names. Hell's got room for one more soul, and I ain't afraid to pay the toll. These wheels turn slow, but they always roll down to where the reaper keeps control. One eye on the smoke, one hand on the door. Yeah, hell's got room for one more. Crosses burn on the hills I've passed, names carved deep in a whiskey glass. My prayers are rusted, my fate long cast. I'm a hymn of hate from a haunted past.
hell's got room for one more ride, and I'm the storm they can't deny. I'll burn this trail with iron and lore, then knock like thunder on that old red door. So pour one out on the cold dirt floor. Yeah, hell's got room for one more. Got a room, and I'm knocking.
You took your shot, but I'm still breathing. Left me for dead, but I ain't leaving. You built your kingdom on fear and lies. Now watch it crumble before your eyes. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in pieces. And I don't stop till I own this land. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in pieces. Shots loaded, one for you. Ain't no savior pulling you through. You played your game, but now it's mine. Count your seconds, run out of time. Hell's coming with me, no place to hide. You lit the fire, now burn inside. Ain't no mercy, ain't no peace. You made this war, now rest in peace. Blood on my boots, dust on my hands. I gave you time, chance. Now the Reaper's got your name, and I'm the one who calls the game.
Smell of smoke in a crimson dawn. Dust on my boots, sins on my palms. Riding that line between wrong and right. Whiskey in my breath, demons in sight. Crossroads called, I answered fast. A bargain struck, no prayers to cast. Ashes and chains don't frighten me. Hell ain't a bad place to be. No angels weep, no choir sing. Just the sound of the iron hammers ring, where the broken souls find company. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Fire in my veins, wild and free. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Barbed wire dreams and a rusted sky. I never feared no judgment tide. The saints all fled when I came near. The devil just laughed and poured the beer. Every scar's a story to tell. I carved my name in the gates of hell. A throne of dust waits just for me. Hell ain't a bad place to be. No angels weep, no choir sing. Just the sound of the iron hammers ring, where the broken souls find
like an outlaw's prayer. Freedom howls in the midnight air. No heaven's cage, no golden key. I'd rather ride where the dark runs free. No angels weep, no choir sing, just the sound of the iron hammers ring. Where the broken souls find company. Hell ain't a bad place to be. Fire in my veins, wild and free. Hell ain't a bad place to be. So if you see me riding through with a crooked grin and a shadow crew, just tip your hat, let me be. Hell ain't a bad place to be.
The wind howls through the dead of night. Moon hangs low, casting eerie light. Coyotes cry is a haunting song. On this prairie I've wandered too long. There's a shadow beneath the willow tree, whispers secrets only I can see. Cold ground where the wildflowers lay, dreams long buried in the dust and clay. Midnight calls and the silence screams. Ghosts of love haunt my broken dreams. Lonely nights and the wolves they howl. Midnight on the prairie, hear its growl. Gravel road leading to nowhere, empty bottle and a vacant stare. Stars above seem so cold and far, as I trace my name in the fallen star. Dark clouds gather and the thunder moans. Empty heart roams a land of stones. Paths I've tread with shadows close, seeking solace in the wind's ghost. Midnight calls and the silence screams. Ghosts of love haunt my broken dreams. Lonely nights and the wolves they howl. Midnight on the prairie, hear its growl. We pay high taxes so they don't kill us, but they are killing us anyway. Promises made all turn to dust. In the end, they really don't hear what we say. We scream, we shout, but no one hears. Lost in the echo of our fears. They come like wolves, tearing apart a hunger that rips through the heart. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a swarm coming for our blood. No escape from this living mess, drowning in a crimson flood. They promised us a land of milk and honey, but we live in a dark country. We're just numbers on a screen, faceless victims in their game. Behind the masks they're all obscene, feeding on our pain and shame. We scream, we shout, but no one hears. Lost in the echo of our fears. They come like wolves, tearing apart a hunger that rips through the heart. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a swarm coming for our blood. No escape from this living mesh, drowning in a crimson flood. They promised us a land of milk and honey, but we live in a dark country. But we live in a dark country. Can we rise above this dread, or are we doomed forever bled? Stand together, fight or fall, break the chains, heed the call. We need a hero to save us, but our heroes are corrupting their hearts. They say they are enemies, but they seem to be allies, keeping us apart. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a swarm coming for our blood. No escape from this living mesh, drowning in a crimson flood. They promised us a land of milk and honey, but we live in a dark country. We live in a dark country. They are wolves coming for our flesh, a swarm coming for our blood. No escape from this living mess, drowning in a crimson flood. They promised us a land of milk and honey, but we live in a dark country. We live in a dark country.
I was born beneath a blood moon sky. Mama cried, but she knew why. The preacher swore I'd bring a curse, riding storms in a leather hearse. The ground don't claim a soul like mine, too full of sin, too sharp with time. I walk where others fear to tread, with iron in my chest and ghost in my head. Ain't no grave for me, no hole too deep, no preacher's prayer, no soul to keep. They tried to bury what they couldn't bind, but I clawed up the dirt and pine. I ain't sleeping where the dead men lie, I ride with the dust and the devil's eye. So carve no stone, don't wait and see. There'll be no grave for me.
and ropes don't last when your past rides fast and your heart beats brass. I've dodged bullets, I've danced with fire, I've stared down fate and worn out choirs. The reaper tips his hat my way, but I tip mine back, then walk away. Ain't no grave for me, no chains, no box, no final rest beneath the rocks. They wrote my name on a crooked tree, but wind and time erased it clean. I won't lie down in no hallowed ground. I roam where lost men can't be found. So light no candle, just let me be. There's still no grave for me. Let the wolves sing my elegy. Let the crows keep watch for me. I'm a story carved in scars and smoke, a vow unbent, a bond unbroke. No grave for me, no rest, no stone. I'll keep riding till flesh meets bone. And if I vanish in the devil's rain, let 'em whisper my name in vain. But don't you dig, don't you pray, don't you plead. There never was a grave for me.
Cold wind howling, whispers in the dust, riding through the valley where the lost souls rust. Six-shot iron, death on my side. A deal gone wrong, now there's no place to hide. I ride with the damned, I walk with the cursed, a shadow in the saddle, bound to get worse. Ain't no heaven calling, ain't no light ahead, just the devil's laughter and the trail painted red. Moonlight flickers, bones in the sand, a town full of ghosts that remember my hand. Whiskey burns deep, but it don't kill the sin. I hear the reaper and he's closing in. I ride with the damned, I walk with the cursed, a shadow in the saddle, bound to get worse. Ain't no heaven calling, ain't no light ahead, just the devil's laughter and the trail painted red. Thunder rolls, the ground shakes below. Ravens in the sky crying tales they know. My past is a grave, my soul is a chain. Every town I ride through whispers my name. I ride with the damned, I walk with the cursed, a shadow in the saddle,
the devil's laughter and the trail painted red. So if you see me riding, turn the other way. Ain't no savior coming, ain't no debt to pay. Just an outlaw fading into the sand, still riding with the damned.
Down by the old whiskey river, I saw a ghost in the night. With a bottle in hand, he stood by the pale moonlight. Whispers of sorrow echoed through the trees. His eyes were full of stories, painful memories. Mama said, boy, don't you wander too far. The river's cursed with shadows and scars. But the moon was my guide, and the night grew cold. I felt the weight of history in that haunted fold. Whiskey River's ghost, he's a friend of no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. Legends and tales passed down through the years of broken hearts and endless tears. The ghost by the river with his mournful song pull me closer to where I didn't belong. In the silence, I heard him call my name, a whisper in the wind, a voice in the flames. Turn back, young soul, before it's too late. The ghost and I, we shared the same fate. Whiskey River's ghost, he's a friend of no man. He's the rage of the storm, the cry of the damned. Hold your breath and your tears when you walk that path, or you'll find yourself buried in his heartless wrath. The moon is rising over the graveyard hill. The night is thick, the air is still. Whispers echo through the ancient tree.
Every shadow hides a mystery. Lost souls wander down these dusty roads in ragged clothes and heavy loads. The past is buried, but it ain't that deep. Secrets in the pines, they never sleep. Shadows in the pines, they call my name. A lonesome cry in the night's dark frame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts of time, here in the valley where the sun don't shine. Rusty chains on weathered gates guard the old house in a haunted state. Windows broken, doors askew, memories linger like the morning dew. Silent prayers in the chapel old, candles flicker against the cold. Winds of change, they howl and moan, but in these woods I'm never alone. The night holds secrets deep and dark. Listen close, you'll hear them. Every fallen leaf, every distant cry tells a tale of days gone by. The moon is rising over the graveyard hill. The night is thick, the air is still. Whispers echo through the ancient tree. Every shadow hides a mystery. Lost souls wander down these dusty roads in ragged clothes and heavy loads. The past is buried, but it ain't that deep. Secrets in the pines, they never sleep. Shadows in the pines, they call my name. A lonesome cry in the night's dark frame. Echoes of sorrow, ghosts of time, here in the valley where the sun don't shine. Rusty chains on weathered gates guard the old house in a haunted state. Windows broken, doors askew, memories linger like the morning dew. Silent prayers in the chapel old, candles flicker against the cold. Winds of change, they howl and moan, but in these woods I'm never alone. The night holds secrets deep and dark. Listen close, you'll hear them. Every fallen leaf, every distant cry Whiskey spills, the night runs cold. One wrong move and you won't get old. Smoking lead, fire and steel. No remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. Shadows stretch, the reaper calls. Every man falls when the hammer falls. No law, no love, no peace for me. Just the echo of gunfire setting me free. Smoking lead, fire and steel. No remorse, no time to feel. Cross my path, take your last breath. I deal in blood, I deal in death. Dust rolls high, the moon turns red. Ain't no rest till I'm good and dead. But till that day I'll ride on through with smoke and lead and a hell-bound view.
Lonesome road through dust and dusk, the wolf behind, the gray stand hushed. I sold my soul for one last sip, but the devil just laughs. My fate is stripped. In the midnight fire, whisper my name with the wandering choir. I don't see mercy, I don't see grace. I don't need light, my home's in the haze. My pockets are empty, my heart bears scars. They whisper my name, you won't get far. I hear their steps, but I don't care. The cards are dealt, it's a fate to share. Burn my shadow in the midnight fire, whisper my name with the wandering choir. I don't see mercy, I don't see grace. I don't need light, my home's in the haze. If death awaits me by the street, let her drink my blood, but not my dreams. Let my horse ride through the black. I chose my road, I won't look back. Burn, burn my shadow in the midnight fire. Whisper my name with the wandering choir.
wind, kissed close by death. Ash on my boots, smoke in my hair. 1,000 goals still linger there. I walk through towns where the light won't go. Spoke to the shadows that nobody knows. My hands still shake, but my heart won't break. I buried sins you can't unmake. Survived hell, welcome back again. Rising from the blood and the bone and the pain. Thunder rolls where my soul's been, but I don't crawl, I rise in flame. You can't kill a man born in the wind. Survived hell, welcome back again. Whiskey prayers and a gunshot grace. Every saint I knew wore a sinner's face. I danced with ruin on a razor wire. Learned how to live in a funeral pyre. A wolf don't weep when the cold sets in. He just howls to the dark with a toothy grin. I've made friends with the storm and sin. Ain't no grave gonna hold me in. From the blood and the bone and the pain. Thunder rolls where my soul's been, but I don't crawl, I rise in flame. You can't kill a man born in the wind. Survived hell, welcome back again. Now I ride where the brave don't tread, wearing fire like a crown on my head. If you see me coming, say amen. Survive hell, welcome back again. Through fire in a coat of sin, boot prints burned on a path within. Thunder rolled as I lit my smoke. The sky went black, the heavens spoke. The devil bows when I come round. Shadow walker on cursed ground. Crosses crack and angels high. When the storm rides at my side, I ain't no saint, but hell knows me. Even demons kneel when I break free. Raven circle where the truth once slept. In graves I dug, the secrets kept. Whiskey prayers and bullet vows. I wear my shame like a blood-stained crown. The devil bows when I come round. Flames retreat, they don't make a sound. Preachers stammer, wolves obey. Night itself won't block my way. I ain't no hero, but I still stand. With fire in my soul and ash on my hands. Chains don't rattle when you're the storm. I was born in dark, not in human form. Lightning grins and the reaper cheers, but
tips his hat low, says, son, I thought I'd seen it all, but there's a fire even hell don't tame, and it burns in the outlaw's name. Yeah, I walk alone through heaven's down, but when I ride, the devil bows. So carve my name in smoke and stone, or ghost don't whisper, but howl and moan. I ain't afraid, never learned how, 'cause I was born to make the devil bow.
There's a road past the old oak tree where shadows whisper secrets to the breeze. The devil's hand caught the path, they say. Only fools walk in when the skies turn gray. The church bell rings, but it's muffled and dim, a warning cry for the souls drawn to him. The lanterns fade as the darkness sways. On Devil's Hollow Road, the lost souls stay. The Devil's Hollow Road, where the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. Walk too far, there ain't no turning back. Footsteps fall silent on the endless track. A widow's wail cuts the midnight air. Her man walked the road, but he ain't nowhere. The crows keep watch atop the pine, singing songs for the doom, keeping time. The stories linger, but they never grow old, carved in the bark and the gravel cold. Some say they hear a fiddle at night, playing for the damned in the pale moonlight. The bravest hearts in the desperate alike find themselves lost under hollow strife. It takes no mercy, it spares no name. On Devil's Hollow Road, we're all the same. Devil's Hollow Road, where all the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. Walk too far, there ain't no turning back. Footsteps fall silent on the endless track. Devil's Hollow Road, where the sinners lay down. The dirt tastes like ashes from a burnt out town. Walk too far, there ain't no turning back. Footsteps fall silent on the endless track. There's a shadow across the moon tonight, whispers in the wind so low. I hear the echo of a lonely fight on the Devil's Road below. Footsteps on the gravel path, leading where the cold winds blow. Memories of a lover's wrath on the Devil's Road lay low. trees with branches wide, hiding stories never told. Graveyard secrets they can't hide, on the devil's path grown old. Your eyes, they never show a heart that's been deceived a while on the devil's road. Pain grows, walking where the wicked tread, with ghosts that never let you go. The past ain't buried, just undead, out on the devil's road we know.
The thunder's rolling, the rain starts to pour. There's a sound in the distance that I can't ignore. It's the whistle of a train that don't belong, riding through the night just like a ghost gone wrong. The lights in the distance, they flicker and fade. I hear the devil's laughter like a curse I made. The devil's train is coming for me, chasing down my soul, can't you see? The tracks are burning where my sins were laid. I'll never escape the price I've paid. The train's growing closer, I feel the heat. I've made too many deals that I can't defeat. The shadows are watching, they know what I've done, and the devil's got a seat for everyone. The scream of the whistle, it chills me inside. No use in running, nowhere to hide. The devil's train is coming for me, chasing down my soul, can't you see? The tracks are burning where my sins were laid. I'll never escape the price I've paid. Oh, the fire's rising, the smoke fills the air. I thought I could outrun it, but it's always been there. The devil's on the platform, smiling so wide. He's got my name on the ticket, there's no place to hide. The devil's train is coming for me, chasing down my soul, can't you see? The tracks are burning where my sins were laid. I'll never escape the price I paid. The train pulls away, but I'm still on board. Riding with the devil, can't escape my roar.
Shadows on the lonesome plain, got a pact with the dark, got blood in my veins. Cards on the table, whiskey in my breath. I shook hands with the devil, now I'm riding with death. Oh, the devil don't forget and the devil don't forgive. Took my soul on a wager, now I got no life to live. The road keeps burning but there ain't no end. I owe a debt and I can't pretend. I hear the chains when the night grows still, a shadow behind me, a cold iron will. The hounds are howling, the gallows stand tall, but death ain't the worst of it, I've seen it all. Oh, the devil don't forget and the devil don't forgive. Took my soul on a wager, now I got no life to live. The road keeps burning but there ain't no end. I owe a debt and I can't pretend. Salvation, ain't no light, just a black horse riding through the dead of night. I made my choice and I sealed my fate. Now I ride with the lost through the hellfire gate. The bottle run dry. Ain't no redemption for a man born to die. The dust keeps rising, the night grows cold, and the devil's debt never does grow old. A ghost in a silver sky, whispers haunt the old bridge where shadows lie. Empty bottle rolls down the barren street. Memories fade, but the past won't retreat. Graveyard holds secrets the town won't tell. Church bells toll like a warning bell. Windows shuttered in the dead of night. Even the stars hide from the fright. Living alone with the devil's draw. The diner's closed, a board on the door. Echoes of laughter heard no more. Rusty nails on the abandoned farm, signs of life long fled from home.